and welcome to the It Up Podcast.
I'm Penelope.
We are a mother-daughter duo. I know we don't look anything alike, but she's definitely my daughter.
Yeah.
And we're empowering the overweight to overcome because we are.
Every day, every step, and every way.
Yeah, we're stepping it up. And we wanted to share with you some things about our relationship and our life and our perspectives, really only to engage you in a conversation because we're curious to get to know you and what's alive in your hearts and minds too. Mm-hmm. So something I've noticed a lot of with our journey is that we've tried a lot of things. You know, like trying to lose weight over these years. I've tried the keto diet.
Paleo.
I tried like the raw vegan thing.
Whole30.
Yeah, I tried like only eating sprouts.
Not eating at all.
Oh yeah, did that too, the master cleanse, as well as like just ridiculous fasting. Gave myself some health conditions doing that, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
And
literally felt like I was going to pass out and would come to you certain days and be like, I feel really lightheaded.
And I'm like, honey, have you eaten lately? And you were like, no, it's been like 3 days. And I'm like, oh no, what are we going to do?
How else was I supposed to get the weight off? I asked myself.
Well, it's a journey. It's a journey for all of us. And we get the information we can. And I think the internet is amazing. It's a great resource, but it's also can be very confusing about like what is the right thing to do. Like I did the glycemic index diet. I did like the fruitarian thing. I've done everything you can imagine.
Nutritionist specialized diets.
I mean like everything.
Everything.
You know, portion moderation.
Calorie counting,
Overeaters
macros.
Anonymous, Weight Watchers.
OA.
Yeah.
Oh
I mean like it just goes on and on. Oh yeah. On and on and on. And I'm not saying there's anything bad about any of these things. So I'm not here like dissing anyone.
No.
I'm just saying that it's really hard to know what to do and what is going to work and for how long. It feels like you're playing like the telephone game. Hello? Oh, wait, the ketogenic diet, you can have avocados? You can't have avocados. Wait, can you have avocados?
How many macros? How many calories are, how many macros? Wait, what diet am I on again?
Hold on. Glycemic index. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
What's that scale? I gotta memorize the scale, the GI scale. Okay, beets have this much, bananas have that much.
How many tablespoons of that is in that?
I mean, it just goes on. It's kind of like really exhausting.
It's really exhausting. I remember I used to log my food. I did food journaling.
Yeah.
That was my least favorite ever.
Well, I think there are two types of people. There's like the person that loves to like log everything they eat and measure it, and there's another person that definitely doesn't want to do that ever at all. And the expectation for them to do that is completely unrealistic.
I think the most thing is like food is something we need to live.
Yeah.
And so the fact that relationship is like, it's like a bad ex, you know what I mean? It's like you can't have a relationship with food and it be bad because you need it to live.
Yeah, you gotta love yourself and nourish yourself.
And your cells.
Yeah, nourish yourself and
She always
yourself.
says that. I love it.
Thanks, Penelope. Some people will be like, that's so annoying. So I appreciate that you like it.
I could take it as, oh, you're so annoying. Or I could say, you know what? That's really funny. I'm going to keep saying it.
Oh, thank you.
I'll do that.
Yeah, because your cells are actually listening to what you're saying to them. It's like a whole field of science called psychoneuroimmunology. And what you think and feel actually influences your cells. So if you're in a conversation like with like, I shouldn't eat this, I don't care if you're eating kale all day long. If you are like feeling guilty because it's not sprouted kale or it's not baby kale or it's not from the farmer kale, or whatever, or it has too much dressing or the wrong kind of oil or this vinegar, and are you supposed to use vinegar even? It's like you're going to be like in this constant like struggle. Mm-hmm. And it's something like if we just didn't have food, we'd just be happy with whatever we got. But we have an abundance of food, and we've got to work towards a more loving relationship with food.
Mm-hmm. Doing the next right thing.
Yeah, but how do you even know what that is? Because there's so much information out there.
Exactly.
I have so many people in my practice that are like, they've been on paleo or keto for like ever. Mm-hmm. And they're like, why am I plateauing?
Yeah.
Why does my skin look like this? Why do I have no energy? Why am I not sleeping well? And it's like, it worked great for like 3 to 6 months. And it does. But then what? And so what I'm interested in is freedom.
Me too.
That's really all I care about. It's like having fun and never sacrificing flavor for health. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Food has to taste amazing all the time, every meal.
Or else we're not eating it.
Or else we're not eating it. Like, why waste the calories?
Exactly. But that's the thing. Like, you used to be fat when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to be 300 pounds, and I just didn't know the answer because, like, social media would tell me, like, you should try this diet, and I just lost all this weight doing this diet, and da-da-da-da-da. So I think it's, like, very confusing to hear, like, all these different things and see all these appealing ads and different people, and, oh, I want that body, and, oh, that body looks great, I want that too. But, like, at the end of the day, like, we'll never get that body. We're only going to get our body. Like, we only have this body we're in.
Yeah.
So how can we, like, learn to love and accept, appreciate, and nourish what we have?
Know thyself.
And that was like the hardest lesson I had to learn. That's why I think it took me 2 years to lose the weight, because I had to really like try everything to then, go to the Step It Up program to really figure out, oh, this is how I can live a lifelong diet. That's not a diet, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
But it took me a long time, lots of trial and error. So like if you're somebody who's going through that, like I feel you, and I like on a deep level, and I understand the pain that you're going through because I also had that pain.
Yeah.
And you watched me through it.
Oh yeah, it was really hard. But you just want to check it off the list. You're
Exactly.
like, I don't want to deal with this. I just want it done. How can I get it done in 3 months? But folks, that's just not the way it works.
No.
If you've got 40 or 50 pounds to lose, it's going to realistically take you a year.
Yeah.
To lose it and keep it off. Because losing it actually isn't the difficult part.
No.
Like I could, extreme diet like till the world ends. Or my world ends. But that's keeping it off is a challenge. I know all of you have tried this, right? You lose 10 pounds, you lose 20 pounds, and then boop, it goes right back on. And so the long-term thing is like, it's really legitimate. Like your cells actually, start to shrink, your fat cells, and then there's a skin around your cells that needs to re-elasticize. And if you can reset your weight at this lower weight and hold it there for long enough, then your body just gravitates towards that. You don't have to do all that extreme dieting anymore. But how do people even know what the right thing is?
Yeah.
And it's tricky, like who do you trust and how do you know? And it took us a lot of experimenting.
Lots.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm not saying you shouldn't experiment because I actually recommend experimenting. How are you going to know the keto diet isn't great for you until you've tried it?
Exactly.
And that's why I wasn't like, Penelope, are you kidding me? I'm not going to buy all this bacon and whatever else you were eating. It was hard for me. It was really hard for me, but I knew you needed to go through that experience to be able to decide for yourself what is best for Penelope.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why don't you just eat a big salad? And you're like, what? No way. You just weren't into it. And I'm like, well, what if we made it like a burrito bowl? And
then I was like, I'll consider it.
Yeah.
And then
that was one step.
That was one step, right? And so we kept doing that. And now you and I make like the most amazing, delicious salads I've ever had and tasted in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like I used to love fast food and like junk food and like going out to eat. And now I like prefer to not go out to eat.